We have students in grades nursery through 8th grade, and I am the chaplain and religion teacher. So I teach all of the students in religion class every week, and I lead 2 chapels each week, one for our little kids in nursery, transition, and kindergarten. And then we have a second chapel each week for grades 1 through 8, and we do that in our gym. And what is normally an athletic court, we transform into a sacred worship space. And what we do is we basically take the gym and we put a blue sheet down from the ceiling, cuts the gym in half, and we put an altar right in the middle of that half, and then we have 4 sections of chairs focused on the altar. And so each student sits in one of the sections, and ahead of them they see the altar, and across the way they see their friends. So yes, we're in a gym, but you're really focused on the fact that we're in a different place. And so Christ is in the very center of it. A couple weeks ago we did Doubting Thomas, and our 6th graders were leading that week. And so we had a bunch of disciples up in a hidden room, which was really the gym floor, but within our sanctuary, within our chapel. And they were scared because they weren't sure what was happening. And suddenly Jesus appears, one of our 6th graders, and they thought it was amazing and wonderful, and then Jesus disappears. And Thomas, of course, wasn't there. But later, here comes 6th grader Thomas, and he's there, and he doesn't believe it when the other disciples, a la 6th graders, say to him that Jesus was here. So fast forward, and Jesus reappears when Thomas is there, and Jesus says to him, "Believe." And so he does. And all the while, I'm telling the story, but the kids in the congregation are watching the 6th graders act it out. So our goal is that they see the gospel come to life. And I've had a lot of parents grab me after chapels days later, and they will say, every Wednesday night, our kids come home and they have to retell us, "You won't believe what happened in chapel today." And they use lots of explanation and hand motions and movement, and there's always a motion or an object or something that we want the kids to sort of attach onto. And we try to connect what happens in chapel to the religion program in the classroom. And so the first question for almost every religion class is, what was the story in chapel this week? And so the hands will shoot up, and kids really look forward to telling, what happened, but then also the punchline about why we care. We try to have the kids involved in as many elements of the service as possible. So they will do the readings, they will lead the songs, they will do lots of different pieces of the liturgy. We really think it's important that they see themselves in each of these different roles if they want to participate. I think it is really important to share the good news of Jesus Christ with all people, but especially with young people who are trying to find their way in the world. Kids these days are smart and savvy, and they have lots of great questions. And we are saturated with all kinds of things from TV and media and internet and all kinds of things demanding kids' time and attention. And the gospel has got to be a huge part of that. And so what a wonderful opportunity for me and for the school and for the diocese to be able to give people an opportunity to be part of the good news, the story that we all want to tell that can transform people's lives. And if their lives are transformed, then they have an opportunity to help transform other people's lives. And so what a cool job, what a great opportunity to be able to be part of telling people that God loves them. And by the way, there's an expectation that you help and share that love with the rest of the world. What a wonderful opportunity. And if I can have conversation with a 3-year-old about that, and maybe a little bit more as they get a little bit older, and so by the time they graduate from 8th grade here at WES, they've really had an opportunity to experience the gospel in lots of different ways and go out into the world and share that with people. What an awesome opportunity.